This is a video to help you understand how to be efficient. And when you're efficient, more than likely you're going to also have fun when you're developing embedded C for the Uno, for the Arduino Uno. And the way to be efficient is ensure that you have your three main windows, and I'll show you a fourth optional window, easily available to you. And the three main windows you just want to have on your screen all the time, so that you're not going back and forth between screens. You're just simply looking at windows, and it's easy to copy and paste from one window to the other and ensure that you're not making mistakes or losing focus. So I have my Windows desktop in front of me, and the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open my code editor. And so that's Notepad++. I take the window and I push it up against the left-hand side, and now I've got it completely filling the left-hand side of my window, because I know code editing is going to be one of my most significant activities, and I want it to have the most space. Now, I also want to make sure that I have it easy for me to maneuver between files. So what I do is I open Folder as Workspace. And when I'm looking for my folder, which is my Labs 10C folder, I've already put it in quick access. And there's a way to, in Explorer, if you right click on it and say, and click on Add to Quick Access, it will put it into this little set of favorites. And so I can just click on that, and now I have it in my window. I can say Select Folder. And now I have it, and I can easily maneuver between them. For instance, I know I'm working in the dev folder, and I'm going to finish up my work in 1B and 2C, and then I'm going to go to 2B. And so I don't have to go back and forth between Explorer windows and things like that. I can just left click, or just click in the left-hand corner. And then let's say if I have a problem with my env makefile, I can go ahead and access it easily. So very important to set up to do the open folder as workspace, open the Labs 10C class, and operate on the entire folder as compared to individual folders. That's number one. Number two, let's open our terminal. And we want the terminal to be in the upper right-hand corner. And I was able to do it there. And so now it's in the upper right-hand corner. And when you're using the terminal, remember that first couple of letters and tab can be your friend. In fact, tab is always your friend in the terminal. So if I know that documents is the next folder down, I can type in capital DOC and hit tab, and it immediately pulls up documents. I can say CD, I can hit LAB and hit tab. And then I know I want to go in the dev folder, so I hit tab again. And then I know it's my first week, and then I know it's the serial program, which starts with a 2, so I put a 2, and I'm there. Okay, so now I'm in the right folder in the terminal. Let me go in that folder as well. And then the one last thing I want to do, because I know I'm working on the serial program, I want to start CoolTerm. And so CoolTerm, for whatever reasons, always starts in the upper left-hand corner, and I need to drag it down, and it doesn't always fit properly. And I found that sometimes I just got to play around with it. And then there. Now we have the three windows set up as we wish. We have our CoolTerm terminal program, we have our terminal program, and then we have our code editor. Now there is a fourth window that I typically will also want to use, and that's the browser window, because that typically has my code in it. And so if I go to wellies.com, and then I click on the Developing in C on AVR ATmega, that has much of the class content in it. And I'll make this window a little bigger. And in this case, I know I'm working on the serial port. So what I want to do is I want to look at the function serial input output. So I click on that page and I scroll down, and I want to test this example. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead, highlight the code, hit Control C, which copies it, and then I'm going to just hit Control A, which highlights all of the current code, and then hit a Control V, which pastes the new code. And so now I've got the new code in here. I can hit return. I'm going to go ahead and just put that window back out of the way. And if I hit Control S, now I've saved it. So what did I do? I went to the browser. I selected the contents of this new file and then hit Control C. Then I selected all of the contents in my code editor and did a Control A, which by doing a Control A, and then a Control V paste it. And so I do that a lot all day long. So I remember those commands. Control A selects everything, Control C copies, Control V pastes it. So let me go ahead and turn on my cool term. So I've got it ready to go, and I can say make flash, and it can't do it. It can't find the device. Oh, that's right. I haven't changed my make file. So I go to make, and there, that's a Mac version. So I have to delete that one. Type in COM6, and then hit Control S to save it. Make sure you save it, otherwise you'll, and then I hit make flash again, and it says, oh, access denied. Oh, that's right. I make sure that you don't have cool term connected. You need to make sure you say disconnect and then try to upload code. And so in this case, I can just hit the up arrow, and that brings up the last command. Hit return. Looks like it's working. Yes, it is working. So now I can go back and hit connect. And it's saying serial IO test, enter a character. I say A, you entered A, 97 ASCII decimal. And so if I go to my browser, which is here, and I scroll down and I kind of move this over, and that's pretty common for me to have my browser window and be moving it around. I just want to have it easy access. And it says, oh, this looks like exactly what I've got here for sample output, so I must have done something right. Now, one more thing to show you on the cool term monitor. You've got these dots here, and you've got some old text here, and that's kind of a problem. So you can always say clear data, and that cleans the screen. And then right beside the USB port on the Uno is a little button. If you press that button, it will reset the Uno, and now you've got a clean screen, and it shows just what is running on the Uno. So that's two things: clear data, and then reset the Uno. And you reset the Uno by pressing the button to the left of the USB port. So that's what you want to make sure you do. You have three windows set up. You've got your code editor on the left-hand side. You've got your terminal in the upper right. You've got your serial monitor in the lower right. And then you've got your browser, which just pops up when it needs it. And then you're just pushing it wherever you might need to. If you're copying code, you put it on the right. If you're examining your results versus my results on the website, you put it on the left-hand side. Thank you.